Master! What are you doing here? When he saw River Jiang, the bespectacled man was stunned at first, then quickly rushed over to greet him respectfully, with a notably humble expression. Master? Wait! Could this be the legendary Dr. River Jiang? Once they learned of his identity, the Nicholson family members instantly became excited. They all crowded around with flattery written all over their faces. Oh my! Dr. Jiang, what an honor to have you here! Please forgive us for not welcoming you earlier. We've heard of your great name for so long. Meeting you in person today is truly a blessing. Everyone began chattering, falling over themselves to praise him. After all, the man before them was the famed miracle doctor known across both the northern and southern provinces. Not only was his medical skill extraordinary, but his connections and influence were immense. A single word from him could completely change the course of their lives. Master, weren't you in seclusion? Why are you here now? The bespectacled man asked curiously. I got a call from a friend just now, River Jiang replied coldly. He told me you were recklessly giving out diagnoses here. Is that true? River Jiang's tone was clearly displeased. Not long ago, he had suddenly received a call from his benefactor. He was so thrilled that he rushed over immediately. Friend? Everyone looked at each other, puzzled, until their eyes settled on Matt Laney. In their eyes, only someone like Matt could qualify as River Jiang's friend, a man of high status. Dr. Jiang, it's an honor to meet you. Matt stepped forward to introduce himself. My name is Matt Laney, from the provincial capital. My father met you once a long time ago. Oh, River Jiang responded indifferently, scanning the area as if searching for someone. He didn't even spare Matt a glance. This cold and dismissive attitude left Matt quite embarrassed. Master, the bespectacled man probed carefully. If I may ask, have you lost anything recently? Lost something? River Jiang frowned. What do you mean? Well, someone just tried to steal your secret medicine, the bespectacled man said with pride. Luckily, I caught him in time and managed to retrieve it, preventing any loss for you. He was full of excitement, ready to be praised. After all, the antidote powder was one of his master's prized secret formulas. Now that he had saved it, he was sure he'd be rewarded. Stolen medicine? Who was it? River Jiang asked, confused. That guy. The bespectacled man pointed behind him. He tried to steal your antidote powder and had the audacity to claim you gave it to him. Fortunately, I exposed his lies, otherwise he would have gotten away. Dr. Jiang, Dustin's theft has nothing to do with us. If you want to punish someone, take him. We're innocent. Yes, yes. Arrest that thief already. Afraid of being dragged into trouble, the Nicholson family began pointing fingers at Dustin, eager to shift blame. But no one noticed how River Jiang's face had grown increasingly grim. Dustin, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and return the medicine to Dr. Jiang and apologize. Maybe he'll be generous enough to forgive you, Dahlia urged, shooting Dustin meaningful looks. Although she often found Dustin's behavior annoying, seeing him in danger still stirred her conscience. Boy, you're finished, the bespectacled man sneered. You dared steal from my master. No one can save you now. Although his master was usually calm and detached, he was extremely strict when it came to medicine. Anyone who dared to steal from him would face harsh consequences. Dr. Jiang, since this antidote powder is your treasured formula, I'll return it to you, Dustin said, tossing the small pouch back. River Jiang's face changed dramatically, and he nearly dropped to his knees in shock. But the bespectacled man, still oblivious, continued his ridicule. Now you're scared, huh? Too late. Even if you return the powder, it's not enough. I'm ordering you to kneel and apologize right now. Maybe then I'll consider sparing you. He held his chin high, shouting arrogantly. Shut your mouth. At that moment, River Jiang could no longer contain himself. He slapped the bespectacled man hard across the face. Smack! With a loud crack, the bespectacled man was knocked to the ground, his mouth twisted, and blood streaming from his nose. And master, why did you hit me? You're supposed to hit him, he stammered, clutching his face, completely bewildered. He assumed his master had hit the wrong person. You dare show disrespect to Mr. Rhys? That's why I hit you! River Jiang roared, lifting the man again and delivering several more vicious slaps, bruising his face and knocking out a few teeth. What the? Everyone around was stunned. What just happened? Wasn't Dr. Jiang supposed to punish Dustin? Why was he beating his own disciple instead? You ungrateful bastard! Who gave you the nerve to slander Mr. Rhys? I'll beat some sense into you today! River Jiang cursed furiously as he struck his disciple without mercy. Years ago, Dustin had saved his entire family from a massacre at the hands of a vengeful enemy. He had spent years searching for Dustin to repay that life-saving favor. Now, finally seeing his benefactor again should have been a joyous occasion. But instead, his disgraceful disciple had insulted and berated him? He had it coming. After unleashing his fury, River Jiang respectfully picked up the antidote powder and stepped forward with a bow. Mr. Rhys, I sincerely apologize. It was my failure as a teacher that led to this offense. Please forgive my disciple's rudeness. He bowed deeply, showing the utmost respect. Boom! Everyone was struck dumb by the sight. Their eyes widened as if they had just seen a ghost. The esteemed miracle doctor of the southern province, a titan in the medical world, a man above thousands, was apologizing to a so-called good-for-nothing? What the hell was going on? Because of River Jiang's actions, the entire hospital room erupted into chaos. No way! Dustin actually knows Dr. Jiang? How is that possible? Holy crap, Dustin really is hiding his true strength. He even got Dr. Jiang to apologize? Everyone looked at the calm and composed Dustin, then turned to the respectful and reverent River Jiang. For a moment, everyone exchanged glances, utterly stunned. It was difficult for them to associate someone they thought was mediocre with such a towering figure like Dr. Jiang. Am I seeing things? Florence muttered in disbelief. River Jiang was famous throughout the country, the undisputed top of the medical world. Wherever he went, people flocked to him. And someone like that actually apologized to Dustin? It was unbelievable. Could it be that detox pill really was from Dr. Jiang? Dahlia was equally shocked. To be honest, ever since their divorce, she had started to realize Dustin was becoming increasingly mysterious. What a damn nuisance! Matt Laney squinted, his expression dark and unsettled. River Jiang's sudden appearance had completely disrupted his plans. And Master, do you really know this guy? The bespectacled man asked, holding his swollen face, still in disbelief. Know him? Mr. Dustin saved my life. And you had the nerve to slander him? Get down on your knees and apologize. River Jiang scolded and slapped him again, leading by example. I am sorry. I didn't know who I was dealing with. Please forgive me, Mr. Dustin. The man was thoroughly subdued and immediately dropped to his knees, no longer the arrogant jerk he was moments ago. Mr. Dustin, my disciple was blind and ignorant. Please don't take it to heart. Of course, if you're still upset, you're welcome to teach him a lesson however you wish. Even if you beat him to death, I won't complain, River Jiang declared righteously, causing the bespectacled man to tremble in fear. From his master's expression, he could tell he had really messed with the wrong person today. If Dustin wasn't willing to let this go, he was definitely done for. No need for that. Just make sure to discipline your students better in the future. Don't tarnish your own reputation, Dustin replied coolly. Of course, absolutely. River Jiang nodded repeatedly. I'll make him reflect on his actions for 3 years. If he still doesn't learn his lesson, I'll expel him from my sect. His fate is your decision, Dustin said simply. You ungrateful brat. Aren't you going to thank Mr. Dustin for his magnanimity? River Jiang shouted. Thank you, Mr. Dustin. Thank you for your generosity. The bespectacled man kowtowed repeatedly. That's enough. Get up, Dustin said, waving his hand. Mr. Dustin, it's been years since we last met. I wonder if you'd honor me with a meal sometime? River Jiang asked tentatively. His words caused another uproar in the room. To be invited to dinner by Dr. Jiang, what an immense honor. Even powerful officials in the provincial capital had to make appointments in advance. Damn it! That Dustin kid must have stepped in some serious luck, no kidding! With Dr. Jiang's favor, he's sure to soar to the top in no time. Jealousy and envy rippled through the crowd once more. But Dustin's next words stunned them even more. I'm a bit busy for now. I'll let you know when I have time, Dustin said casually. He refused? A man who had been kicked out of the Nicholson family actually turned down an invitation from Dr. Jiang? Did I hear that right? Everyone was dumbfounded. Oh, all right. I'll await your word any time. River Jiang responded, not angry at all, quite the opposite. He seemed even more pleased. At least Dustin hadn't flat out refused. There was still hope. In that case, I won't keep you any longer. Farewell, River Jiang said courteously. Then, grabbing his disciple by the hair, he left. As soon as they were gone, the hospital room buzzed with conversation. Everyone looked at Dustin with newfound wonder. Dustin, how do you know Dr. Jiang? Dahlia finally asked. I helped him once. He owes me a favor, Dustin replied calmly. That's it. Dahlia blinked. What else could it be? Dustin countered. So that's how it is. I thought. Dahlia stopped mid-sentence. The others also let out a sigh of relief. They had thought Dustin had some hidden power. Turns out, it was just good luck. Humph. So what if he helped Dr. Jiang once and got a favor out of it? Big deal, favors only goes so far. Dr. Jiang gave you a bottle of detox pills and gave you face today. But what about next time? He might not help you again. In the end, you still have to rely on your own abilities. Counting on others won't last. Now that the truth was out, many people's tones shifted, mocking and sarcastic. Deep down, they still couldn't accept that Dustin, who had seemed useless for 3 years, now stood above them. Dustin, thank you for what you did just now, Dahlia said awkwardly. She truly hadn't expected Dustin to know River Jiang, much less to have saved her grandfather. Thinking about her previous attitude, she couldn't help but feel a bit ashamed. You don't need to say that to me. I helped your grandfather for my own reasons. It has nothing to do with you, Dustin replied indifferently. His cold tone made the just grateful Dahlia frown slightly. She had already thanked him. What more did he want? Did he expect her to apologize in front of everyone? He was a grown man. Did he really have to be so petty?
And just can't accept it. This can't be the end yet. You promised to never leave, and now you're gone. Can't believe I can feel the world slipping away as you slowly fade from my everyday. You promised forever a love without end, but now I'm left broken, struggling to mend. I thought we were so tied, destined for a lifetime, love with no end, love with no end. Staying in my imagination, memorizing the past time, the secrets, the love, the care, now they're echoes in the air. I still see your face in every place, feel your warmth, your gentle grace, but now there's just an empty space, and I'm lost in this endless chase. Keeping you in my heart, a piece of you I'll never let go. Though distance brings separation, in